Hi everyone. Good evening to you all. Hi Lisa baby, how are you doing? Everyone probably thinks I'm flirting with Lisa because I keep calling her Lisa baby, but that's her username, Lisa baby 722. How's everyone? How was your weekend? Sorry, I'm just checking that I'm live on my phone as well. Okay, good. Okay, good. And Mauro, hi Mauro. So how was everyone's weekend? Has everyone had a quiet, calm, relaxing weekend? I certainly did. I was barely online. I may have answered one message on Facebook and that's it. And like having a break from online stuff has definitely done me good. How about you? What did you get up to? Silly question, kind of as you're all in lockdown, but do you have a terrace? Did you sunbathe? Did you do anything interesting that you may want to share with us? Hi, Amadeo Mozzartini. It's a very serious name you've got. And hi, Vincenzo. How are you doing? So, what did everyone get up to this weekend? Anything interesting you might want to share with us? So, what did I do? I slept. I caught up on some sleep. I spent lots of time with my daughters. I listen to stuff on the radio. I love the radio. Does anyone else like the radio? I just love the radio. So listen to lots of radio and did stuff like with the girls and tried to sleep a little bit. So what did everyone do at the weekend? Let's share a few a few things from our weekend, and then we'll move on to our lesson just as we wait for everyone else. Okay, so I'm just checking, still the same number of comments here and here. Oh, and can you all hear me okay? The sound is good. I'm just gonna check on here. Sound is good, looks okay to me, but you let me know if you can't hear me all right. So, hi Laura, how are you doing? And Roberta and Tiziano. So and Elisa. Welcome everyone. I was just asking what everyone got up to at the weekend, what you did, anything interesting, or maybe something just very normal you'd like to share with us. And I'm just looking, Mauro just said he's played chess by yourself or on the computer or like online chess or with anyone else. And are you really good at chess? Okay, Giuseppe is saying, hi everyone, hi Giuseppe. And Fabio, hi, how's it going? I've bought new PC, so this evening I'm trying to set it up, and finally I'll watch the lesson, not on my mobile. Oh my God, you'll see me bigger. I prefer if you all watch on the mobile, then you see me like smaller dimension. But no, congratulations on your PC. Did you get Windows or did you get a Mac? And has anyone switched from Windows to Mac, and should I do the same? I'm a little bit, like I'm good on technology, but like when it comes to my PC, I'm like, nah, I'll just keep my good old Lenovo and that will do. So should I switch to a Mac? Should I invest in one? So I see you wide and I can write easy. Okay, I'm happy you can write easy. I'm not so happy about you seeing me wider. Okay, so Lisa baby, you're saying I had sport at home. I worked out. Okay, so this is a really good phrase to use. I worked out at home, or I did some exercise. Yeah, I did some exercise. This is another phrase. So we only use the word sport or sports in the UK in the plural when we engage in maybe team sports or competition sports or some kind of organized sports. Yeah, but when we work out, when we exercise, we just say we exercise or we work out. Okay, online chess, Mauro and I get along. Okay, so you do fine. Okay, good. What about Daniela? Hi Daniela. And Daniela M, were you the one who suggested on the page we do the phone call lesson on how to make a phone call, because if that's so, tomorrow we'll have that lesson. Okay, so who else wants to share with us what you did at the weekend? Otherwise we'll just get on with our lesson. So Daniela, sorry, am I getting my information mixed up? Fabio, you're too kind. I'm not so sure. But thank you, that makes me feel better. Definitely makes me feel less self-conscious. Do you know this, to be self-conscious? So this is a good word to know, not specifically like in relation to me now, but this is like when people are too aware of how other people perceive them. We call that kind of that kind of characteristic, because it's kind of something that people tend to have. We say someone is being self-conscious. So for example, when you go to the theater and the actor is like acting in a way that you can tell he's just too aware of the audience, you can say, well, he was just too self-conscious. Yeah, so not a good thing to be. Okay, music and books. Okay, so Tiziano, the best of both worlds, music and some books. And by the way, I've seen your comment, but I haven't, like this weekend, I just wanted to break from like online, everything that's online, except the radio. So I think I responded to one private message from Vincenzo, and that's it. I didn't respond to anyone else, but I did see, Tiziana, your comment about Lost. I did see, I think, Vincenzo's comment about some other show and someone else, and I was thinking maybe I'll introduce you to some new sitcom that you may not know, because Friends, everyone watches Friends, Fabio maybe said Friends, everyone knows Friends, but like, you know, if we want to improve our listening, we have to expose ourselves to new things that we might not know yet. So I'll think of something. I've been very slow, sorry guys. Okay, so let's see. Autoconsapevolezza. It depends on, I don't know how you use it in Italian. Like, do you use it in the same meaning? Like, for example, when someone is like, is it like, you know, I'm too aware of how people perceive me? Because it's different from being self-aware, which may be what autoconsapevolezza. Can I say that? Autoconsapevolezza may be. Like being self-aware is being aware of your own behavior, and maybe like, you know, being aware of your own strengths and weaknesses, and like not being kind of blind about how you are. Whereas being self-conscious is more negative. Like being self-aware is very positive. Being self-conscious is not negative, and it really just means like, you know, like when you're doing something, you kind of like always feel you're being watched by someone, and you kind of maybe like stop behaving in a natural way, yeah? Because you're like too aware that people are watching you and observing you. So you don't like being observed, okay? All right, so Roberta helped her daughter with her homework. Yes, big job for parents right now. And Vincenzo saying, I listened to a web course, cooked pasta, and I wrote a bit of music and surf on the net. Okay, so you surfed on the net. What did you write? Like, do you write creatively? Do you write a blog? Do you write just for yourself? A journal? What do you write, Vincenzo? Mindfulness. Mindfulness is something that I like very much. Something to do with psychology and to do with, you know, like meditation. That's mindfulness. No, like what we're talking about is like being self-aware. So being self-aware, having self-awareness is good. We all need to be self-aware. When you're self-aware, it basically means that you know what your strengths and weaknesses are. You are aware of your own behavior. So for example, like, you know, having self-awareness is, for example, if I say something to you and then I act in a different way, but then I realize that I'm just being a hypocrite because I told you to act in some way, then I acted differently, and so I'm being I'm being hypocritical, okay? I'm being a hypocrite. So I'm self-aware, so I know what my flaws and what my strengths are. When I'm self-conscious, okay, it means that I'm too sensitive to how people observe me and whether they observe me and how I look, and I constantly, I mean, like, you know, when I constantly do this, Okay, maybe I'm being too self-conscious. Maybe like I'm too aware of how I'm appearing on video, just as an example, okay? So I'm being too self-conscious when I should be just much more natural and not care about whether someone is watching or not. I don't know if I'm explaining the difference well. Like I could give you the direct translation, but I always like try to explain it first before trying to kind of like give the direct translation. Okay, then we have Elisa saying, I like radio too. I'm in the habit of listening to Magic Radio. I love Magic. Magic still plays like the good old school music, kind of like lots of love songs and like the good music, you know, from back in the day. So I love Magic. I used to listen to it a lot when I was in London myself. And using the app, yeah, brilliant. There is actually a really good app that everyone could download. It's free. And it's this app here. It's called radio.it. You just see my phone is totally cracked. I drop my phone too often. And I've got all the radio stations. I mean, you see like these are my radio stations, BBC Radio 4, LBC, and then I've got Radio 2, then I've got London's Heart, some classics, some German, Radio 24 Ore, which I should listen to a lot more. And then, you know, Kiss FM, which is much more like for the younger crowds. But this is really good. Magic for music is good. If you want talk, what I would recommend is, well, BBC World, I think the World Service it's called. That's like for news from around the world. I listen to BBC Radio 4, but that's more like local news. That's like UK news. If you want to hear real people speak English, you should listen to LBC. I think it's 175 or something like that. Oh no, totally wrong, 97.3. And this is like, they have like shows where people call in and like real people calling the radio and talking. And some of these accents are really difficult to understand. And they're like British accents. Then of course, you know, you could use other channels to listen to American accents too. Okay, so let's see if embarrassed Fabio about self-conscious. Okay, let me just see if I can get you a direct translation that actually works. Okay guys, I'm gonna share my screen with you. Can you see this? No, you can't see this one. Okay, let me just check. Okay, this one here, can you see this one? This is my go-to website for like, you know, translating anything. And I love, you see, like I've got it on Inglese to Italian, because like I usually look for Italian translations of things. So self-conscious, this is a brilliant tool. It's free and I use it for all my languages, okay? And it gives you like different definitions and different phrases, okay? So you see here, for example, a disagio would be what I would pick as kind of like as a translation. In imbarazzo, like Fabio said, autoconsapevole, someone else put it out, I don't know, autocosciente, would you say that? Like I've never used it, so this is why, like, I don't know the context in which you might use autocosciente, but then like you see there's lots of definitions kind of saying that. So they're saying autocosciente, a disagio consapevole. I would actually like say consapevole della presenza di altre persone o del fatto di essere osservato. So like that, but not consapevole in the sense of like being self-aware, which is different. Like self-awareness is different, okay? So it's more like, this is kind of, I think the Tiziano say it like autoriconoscimento, maybe this is what I would say is self-awareness. When you really like, you know yourself and you know your flaws and you know your strengths. So it's different from knowing that other people are observing you, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So use this tool, it's a brilliant tool, but you have to know, like, you know, because it gives you different definitions and different contexts, you have to know which is the right one for the meaning that you're looking for, okay? So I always say it's not for beginners, but like when you're intermediate level, it's a good, like intermediate and higher, then it's a really good tool. Okay, so where are we now? Are we gonna get onto the not selfish, Antonella. Hi Antonella, how are you doing? Okay, so A negative meaning could be the opposite of confident. Yes, exactly. It could be the absolute confident of confident, you know, like I don't care what people say. In this context, like being self-conscious means to care and to actually care a lot about how people perceive you, and it kind of like makes you behave like in a less natural way as well. Okay, now let's talk about idioms. Do I have interesting idioms? You see, like that is very self-conscious, doing this all the time. It's like, why do I even care about fixing my hair every 2 minutes? Okay, so let's talk about idioms. And the first idiom that I'm going to see if you can guess that, or I'll just check that you can see myself on YouTube, is to hear. Oh no, I just gave it away. Okay, I'm going to give you the idiom and you just tell me the meaning. What does it mean when we say I heard it on the grapevine? It's of course the very famous song, okay, said by Marvin Gaye. I heard it on the grapevine. What does that mean? And then for the other idioms, we'll guess the idioms together. We'll try and kind of like find the idiom by guessing the individual words. So, hi Roberto, my love, where have you been? Watching television. Anyway, nice of you to join. So, Roberto, I've just asked, what does the expression mean? I've heard it on the grapevine. What does that mean? To hear something on the grapevine. And then I'll look at other expressions for you that will guess. Okay, so I'm going to check your comments here. Someone told me something about it. Yeah, so someone told me about it. It's like rumors. Someone told me about it. Maybe they weren't supposed to tell me, and they've told me about it. So it's like, you know, when you hear something on the grapevine, it's like rumors spreading about something, or people basically talking about it, but it's not official information. So you're not officially supposed to know that, okay? So this is good, Laura. Yes, a marvelous song. Oh, is it Otis Redding? Okay. What kind of light words that... Some kind of light words that caress you. Is that to hear something on the grapevine? No. Laura had it right. So... Okay, well done, Laura, and then also Fabio, chiacchiere pettegolezzi. Okay, good. The next one, I'm going to let you guess. The next one we use, so this is an idiom or like an expression, very short, consisting of 3 words that we use. That's something to say that something is very different from what we thought it might be, okay, or what something else might be. I'll give you an example. So I could say to you, what you're doing now is from what you have promised, or from what you promised. And the phrase I'm looking for is, the first word is the opposite of close or near. The second word is a verb we use to say, like we use when someone is very sad and maybe they shed some tears. And then the third word is a preposition. It's basically when you talk about like something where something originates from, okay? First word is an adjective we use that means the opposite of close or near. The second word is the verb when someone is sad and sheds some tears. And the third word is a preposition, and it means like we use it to say where something originates. Let's see. Okay, far, good. First word is far. Far from, brilliant. So all you're missing is the verb in the middle, and the verb is when someone is sad and they shed some tears. So what is it, Fabio? You're nearly there. Okay. So Laura, me l'ha detto un uccellino. Also in English you can say, well, a little bird told me. So that's different. That's like, you know, when you hear something on the grapevine, it's like when there's rumors circulating about something. So like maybe more than one person kind of who knew it. Like it's people maybe gossiping and talking about something. So this is like the difference. Far cry from, okay. Well done. So, Ruggero, of course, you're always in time, always, always. And of course, you can watch the lesson from the beginning later. Okay, so we have, hold on, Giuseppe said, far cry from, Fabio said, far cry, not in the past, like the, it's actually like, you know, maybe in this sense here, it's like the noun, but you only like need the infinitive, cry, okay, Tiziano. Okay, so far cry from is when something is totally different from what we expected it to be, or from like another standard. So you can say, this, a good sofa, it's a far cry from being a good sofa. So it's totally different, okay? It's too far removed from being that. Yeah, fine, Fabio. No, but you had it right. So you actually led us there, okay? Good. So this is our first idiom. Or actually the second. Okay, the next one is, okay, let's see if we can do this one. Someone says something and you don't have any proof that what they said is true, but you also have no proof that what they said is not true. So you decide to just believe their statement based on what they said, but not based on proof. So you just decide to give them a chance and to believe what they say. And the phrase we're looking for is a bit long. The first word is a verb, and it's the verb that's the opposite of take. The second word is an article. The third word is something that is an advantage, so it's the synonym of an advantage. And then you have like a couple of prepositions, never mind the small words, I'll just give you the most important words. The last word is something that you feel when you, like, you know, like don't trust that something is 100% true, okay? So you maybe like you don't really kind of believe what someone says. So first word, opposite of take. Second important word is a synonym for advantage. And the third word is like it's a noun, but it can also be a verb. And it's something that, you know, it's a word we use to say, I don't really believe that's 100% true. So what is the expression? Let's see what you're all typing. Let's see, okay. Tiziano, opposite of take. So if I say take, then what am I doing? You taking, I'm, let's see, just checking here as well. So that's the first verb is the opposite of take. The second word is like a synonym for advantage. It's a word also that employers, like you can use it like in HR. It's something that employers offer to employees to make themselves more attractive. Okay. So give, Laura, good, Stefania, give. So we have give, that's the first verb. Then give, not advantage, but you know, a synonym. And like I said, it's also used in HR. Like your job may have some of these. So give that thing. We've had the verb is give, we're fine. And then the last word is when you're not 100% sure that what's being said is true, or like the situation is as it appears to be. Now give a chance. So it kind of has that meaning, not really give a chance, but it's like you don't know if it's true, you have no proof that it's true, but you also have no proof that it's not true. So you decide to give, shall I type it in? Benefit, good Mauro, benefit, give the benefit of the, last word is a verb or a noun, and we use it to say that we're not really, benefit of the doubt, Mauro, give the benefit of the doubt. So to give someone the benefit of the doubt is such a useful expression. We really do use it a lot. So this is, for example, when, say you are at work and like, you know, one of your colleagues messes up, they do something bad. And then they say, you know, like, no, really, it wasn't me. The client didn't reply to me. And no. Now, like lots of excuses. You have no proof. Like maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. Then you decide to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you speak to your boss and you say, hey boss, maybe you are the boss. So you speak to the team and say, okay, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And the benefit of the doubt is basically, okay, so you trust what he says, but then he has to prove that what he says is right by then maybe like correcting his error, like, making up for it, okay? So this is the benefit of the doubt. Give the benefit of the doubt, dare il beneficio del dubbio, okay? We say the same in Italian, okay? Con beneficio di inventario. Okay, il beneficio del dubbio. So this is the expression, and it's a really, really very widely used expression. So be it in private, in our private lives, in politics, on the radio, in the papers, it's very, very widely used. Okay, so everyone's saying, okay, I want to believe you. Give me the benefit of the doubt. I am telling the truth. Okay, right, so this is the benefit of the doubt. Next one, oh, I like this one. Okay. When you go to fish, what do you do if you actually get a fish? What's the verb? What did you do to the fish? Okay, and then the last word is the opposite of alive. Okay, and the phrase begins saying you wouldn't want to be, then the verb, and then the last word, that's the opposite of alive. So what's our phrase? Wouldn't be, and then the verb. That's what happens when you get the fish. But you have to convert it into the past tense, and then the last word is the opposite of alive. So catch, good, wouldn't be, and now convert it to the past, please. Tiziano, wouldn't be, because it's like a state you're going to be in. And then if you also give me the last word, you put them together, you put what I wrote, and then like the last word is the opposite of alive. And then we'll see what you guys say. Okay. Yeah, the past, Laura, the past of catch. Catch dead is correct, but it's the past. I'm going to type it in while I wait. Good. Okay, Tiziano, but it's written like that. Wouldn't be caught, okay? Wouldn't be caught, catched. Caught, Stefania, well done. Okay, so this is, Tiziano, you were right, but the spelling is like Stefania wrote it. Wouldn't be caught dead. Wouldn't be caught dead. What could that mean? Do you have any idea? Not catched, it's not regular. So you were right before, Tiziano, you were right before. Don't let other people change your opinion about whether it's caught or catched. Caught was definitely right, just the spelling was a bit off. Okay, so wouldn't be caught dead. What does that mean? So if I say to you, I wouldn't be caught dead walking around with him. I wouldn't be caught dead drinking Coca-Cola. No, like Coca-Cola. Why did I say Coca-Cola? We would never say that. Coke. I wouldn't be caught dead drinking Coke. I wouldn't be caught dead, I don't know, like riding a big car or something like that. Or, I don't know, like riding a Porsche. I wouldn't, sorry, I laugh because someone I know has a Porsche. I wouldn't be caught dead doing something. What does that mean when you won't be caught dead doing something? Okay, anyone? I'm just gonna check my phone as well. Oh my God, it's like already 9:30. Okay, anyone? It means, shall I type it in while I wait for your responses? It means to really, well, I'll type it without saying it. Okay, anyone? Nope. It means to really dislike something. You would never do it. Like I wouldn't be caught dead walking around with him. Like, I know this guy is really too embarrassing. Like I would never want anyone to see me with him. Like it's too embarrassing. I wouldn't like that at all. So let's see, when you like so much something, it's the opposite, Fabio, when you really dislike something. You really, really, really dislike it. Neanche morta. Good. Roberta, that's exactly what it means, okay? So like I wouldn't be caught dead with him. I wouldn't do this, like, you know, even if I were dead, I wouldn't do this thing with him. Okay, dislike something at the max. Well done, Tiziano. And who else? I think that's okay. So I would never, never. I think your phone corrected it, miscorrected it, because phones often miscorrect. I would never do this kind of thing. Yeah, like I dislike it so much, I would never do it, not even when I'm dead. Okay, do you want one more? Yeah, I saw that, Laura. I thought that's what happened, because my phone does the same when I type, and all kinds of strange things come out. Okay, last one, and then I'll let you go, is, oh yeah, I like this one. Okay, this sentence or expression or idiom we use to say that we're really glad to be rid of someone. We are so glad this person has left, okay? And the first word to use is a synonym for being happy, but you can also use happy, I guess. The second important word is a verb, and it's something that we do with our eyes. And the third word is part of the human anatomy, and it's what you see when someone walks away. So you don't see their front, but you see the opposite of their front. So what is the idiom we're looking for? It means to be really glad, to be rid of someone, to be really glad that someone has left. What is the expression? It's a really good expression, very popular. Cloud9, Stefania is saying. Okay, so what do you say when you're really glad to be rid of someone? When you're really glad that someone is gone? Okay, good, Tiziano, very good, okay? So Tiziano just said, see back, but the full expression is this, okay? To be glad to see the back of someone, okay? But you got there. Well done, Tiziano. So to be glad to see the back of someone. Oh, I'm glad to see the back of him. So glad to see the back of him. Okay, he's gone finally, like, you know, good riddance. Good riddance, okay? Good riddance. So it's like you're happy someone is out. At last I see your back. So you can say to someone, if you're really upset with someone, you can say, I can't wait to see the back of you. But that's really like, then you're really picking an argument. I would say, well, you know, do as you like. And then when they're gone, then you can say, oh, I'm so glad to see the back of this awful person, okay? So for example, when you have a client who's really very obnoxious, very difficult, and then they decide, but you don't want to terminate the business relationship because you think it's unprofessional, but maybe they then decide to leave, then you can say, oh, we're so glad to see the back of that client. You don't really miss him, you're glad you got rid of him, okay? Anyone else? Otherwise, I think we'll call it be glad to see the back. Exactly, Daniela. I don't know if there was a delay between from a new message to here. Okay, so guys, I was thinking tomorrow we could do, was it you, Daniela, who proposed as one of the suggestions for our topics? Did you suggest doing something on phone calls, how to make a phone call in English? I can't remember if it was you who said this, but if it was you, tomorrow I thought we could do that. And maybe tomorrow we could retry Facebook. So maybe as a compromise, because I did ask on Saturday, didn't I? Was one of the few things I did online on Saturday. Would you, are you happy with YouTube? Are you happy with Facebook? And some people said Facebook, some people said YouTube. So I was thinking maybe we could try, I don't know, we could try using this software that I'm using now for Facebook. Maybe you can try it I'm using it now for YouTube. Maybe we could try it for Facebook, do one day Facebook, one day YouTube, I don't know. Or whether you just prefer to just stick to YouTube. Let me know. Otherwise, we'll just kind of, let me know, maybe, how can you let me know? By commenting underneath this video when or tomorrow, when I schedule the live, then maybe you can like let me know what you think, whether we could do one day on Facebook, one day on YouTube, and we'll speak anyway in our lesson tomorrow, whether it's on YouTube or on Facebook. We'll speak about how to make phone calls, because I thought that was a brilliant idea. Yeah, Fabio, maybe you could just try, because now I've got like the software. So before I was like screening on my phone, but YouTube won't let me do the streaming, sorry, from my phone, because it's a new channel. I don't have enough subscribers yet. So I've had to download like an external software to be able to stream from my laptop. And then I thought yesterday, well, maybe I can try through this software to stream on Facebook. Maybe that's going to resolve the problem of the delay. I don't know. I can't promise. We can try it, and then at least we'll know. Okay, so Daniela is saying, no, it wasn't me, but it's a very interesting topic. I need to go back to the comments and see who it was. It was a very good kind of, yeah, idea. Antonella is saying, I can't comment on Facebook. You should be able to, Antonella. You should, like, when I go live, what you need to do is when you're watching on your phone, you need to like swap right or left, like either swipe right or left, swipe, then you should be able to comment. That brings up the comments, and then you can comment from your phone. So it definitely is something that works on Facebook. Okay, so Stefania, well, let's see what everyone said. Just looking through the comments. Stefania, I like both, but here cannot reply, saying Stefania, and Roberta is saying, I agree with Stefania. Okay, let's give Facebook a last chance tomorrow. We are very nice people. And thank you, Tiziana is saying, as you like, you are the boss. Thank you. I like being bossy. So, okay, so let's do that then. And then we'll do our lesson on how to make a phone call in English. Roberta, thank you. Thank you, it was you. Sorry, because I saw it, and I think I replied to you, but it's been like several days and I do get my names mixed up. But I will reply to everyone else on Facebook as well. Okay, a few people saying I prefer Facebook, so let's try Facebook tomorrow. So tomorrow, our appointment is on Facebook. We'll see if it works. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, we'll be back here. Okay, all right then, have a wonderful evening, everyone. The rest of your evening, enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you, Roberta, for a great topic. We'll speak about that tomorrow, how to make a phone call in English. Take care, everyone. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye. I think end it here.